4059NA. All right, we are scheduled for the initial petition for Mr. Austin Dubbie today. Pre-trial on Mr. Patterson and Ms. Double. We have the names of our participants, please.
Carson Howlett, lawyer, guardian ad litem.
Ms. Sasha Thomas, counsel for the department.
Emily Slands with the department.
Alexis Stang on behalf of respondent father Austin Dubbie.
Austin Dubbie, father.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Shealy on behalf of Jeffrey Patterson Sr.
Okay, I couldn't understand what you said there. Your name again, please?
David Shealy.
And how you spell it?
Shelle.
And then are you an attorney?
I am.
Great. And you said you're here on behalf of who?
I am.
Who are you here on behalf of?
Jeffrey Patterson Sr.
Thank you. S. Did you say Shelle?
That's right, Your Honor.
Oh, David. Okay. And your P number, please.
87619.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We could have you just for future reference, put your name in under where you're appearing from. And we generally use the video if we are able to. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. As it relates to Ms. Double, we'd be looking for Ms. Ariel Berger and Faith Double.
Your Honor, I was just gonna say, Your Honor, my notes, I'm so sorry, I don't have the order pulled up, but my notes indicate that today was just for Mr. Dubbie, and then we were having a pretrial for the other parents on November 13th at 1. So that might be why they're not here.
That was my understanding as well.
Okay, let me make sure the order reflected that as well. Well, we can certainly proceed with the disposition.
Your Honor, is Atlas in the courtroom?
Atlas who?
Democ, she would be, or they would be our foster care worker.
Oh, great. Okay. Is that who you would like to call? We typically would start with our LGAL.
I just wanted to get their name on the record for appearances.
Oh, very good. Yes. Who's our caseworker? Your name, please.
Atlas Dimick.
And will you spell that, please?
ATLAS DIMOCK.
DIMOCK. And
Yes.
Are you from an agency or department proper?
Agency.
And which agency?
Hands Across the Water.
Thank you. Okay. Any other parties for introductions before we start? Okay. Here's my prelim order.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Could you repeat that, please?
Okay, Mr. Shealy, I just asked if there was anybody else that needed to be introduced before we got started.
Okay, my apologies.
That's okay. And I do have that there's a pretrial scheduled for your client. The other attorneys are correct. So that is the pretrial for your client is actually 11/13 at 1 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. I was hoping to just make a simple request of Your Honor.
Hey, you're breaking up.
It's not appropriate today. Yeah, I was just hoping to address a particular discovery issue with you, with Your Honor, in the interim today. If that's not appropriate today, and I don't need to be at this hearing, I will happily just dismiss myself.
Hey, well, I would encourage you to reach out to your co-counsel on potentially discovering issues prior to the pretrial. Is it possible for you to reposition your camera so that we can see you rather than your advisor?
I apologize, Your Honor. I am not dressed for the occasion, but I'd be happy to put my camera on if you like.
Your camera is on, Mr. Shealy. We're looking at your visor.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. It was not supposed to be on. Yeah, let me get it.
Well,
Let me
we
get
don't
it
need to
turned
see your
on.
whole outfit, Mr. Shealy, but your face would be great.
Okay, let me stop my video.
We
If I can
prefer that
figure out
I
how to-
prefer that you left it on.
I'm sorry.
Do you have the volume up on your device all the way?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Shealy, I'll just encourage you to reach out to co-counsel before the pretrial. And it seems like with your technology issues, you may want to consider being here in person at the next hearing.
Okay, Your Honor. Would you like me to remain in this hearing?
There's no need. You may if you wish, but there's no need to because it's just the schedule for Mr. Dubbie today.
Okay, great. I'm sorry if I wasted any of all y'all's time today.
It's not a problem. All right.
Have a
Thank you,
great
Mr.
day.
Shealy. We'll see you in November.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. Let's go to our guardian ad litem.
Yes, Your Honor. I was able to meet with the two middle children. The two other kids who were involved with the case were present as well, but obviously we're focused on the two middle today. On October 8th, 2025 on Zoom. They were really smiley and happy kids during my brief visit with them. I've met them previously, but it's been almost a year. So it was good to see them again and just see them in their new environment, being happy. They've made some significant progress in being placed with their maternal aunt. Their aunts and their teachers are reaching out, their daycare is confirmed with me just a lot of positives since they were taken into this new placement with their aunt. There were a lot of setbacks as well, and for a brief period during visitation with their parents, there was just a lot going on. The kids were asked to do 4 visits a week, 2 with dad, 2 with mom, and it just was a lot for them, and they were seeing a lot of behavior concerns like overall aggression and just defiance from the daycare provider's placement. And so the team came together and just kind of decided that therapeutic visitation would best serve the kids. And that's why you received that ex parte order, petition and order. And we're hoping to get that set up as soon as possible. And I think that 2 of the 3 parents have already completed their intake or are completing their intake today. And that'll be with Miss Brene Moore, who has a lot of experience. And we're excited for that setup for those kids. In this placement, there was already 3 cousins there. So there's adding, these 2 kids and then their 2 siblings. Has been a lot going on with this home, but this placement, I can't, say enough good things about how they've done with just getting these kids into a routine and providing a structure. And I believe it's why we're seeing so many positives in their behavior when, the visitation was stopped. So I think we'll just continue to monitor at the therapeutic level how visitation is going, and if we need to increase and move to unsupervised, or we'll see how that goes, and we'll be in consultation with Ms. Brene Moore about that moving forward. But for now, I'm really excited for these kids to have this stability and structure moving forward, and just seeing what other types of progress can be made with them. Either child express their wishes due to their age. Thank you.
Ms. Thomas, testimony today.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. If Ms. Atlas Dimmitt could be supported, please.
All right, come on up to our witness stand. Ms. Thomas, while she's making her way up here, could you let me know? I don't have any proposed case services plan or any kind of court report for today. Could you tell me if one was sent in?
Your Honor, in my file, I have that the court report was sent in on, so sorry, pulling that up. It was sent to the juvenile court email address on 10/10, and then a case service plan was sent in yesterday.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Deputy Ames, could you check across the hall? We're looking for the court report that came in 10/10 and the case service plan that came in 10/14 on that file.
Got it.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Thomas, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Okay. Atlas, you've provided a court report for today's hearing, and then separately, you've also provided, it's not a signed case service plan, but it indicates that you reviewed it with Mr. Dubbie on the phone. Other than those 2 documents, have you sent in or circulated any other forms, documents, reports to the court or other attorneys?
No.
Okay. And as it relates to your court report, are there any updates or modifications that you're aware of that need to be made?
No.
And currently, what would be the goal for Mr. Dubbie and his children? The permanency goal?
Currently, the permanency goal will be reunification.
What are the current barriers to reunification for these specific children and Mr. Dubbie?
Currently, the barriers to reunification are what was addressed within the petition, the substance abuse, domestic violence. As those, there has not been any court-ordered services, so those barriers have not been officially rectified.
Thank you for that. And has Mr. Dubbie completed or started any services on a voluntary basis that you're aware of?
He did talk to me about starting counseling, but I do not know if he has for sure started that yet.
Okay. And have you submitted any referrals at this time?
I've only submitted referrals for the trauma assessments and therapeutic visitation.
As it relates to parenting time, there was it was supervised, and I think it's currently pending getting the therapeutic parenting time in place. Where does that stand as of today?
Austin is set to do his intake with the therapeutic visitation tomorrow.
And then what would be the expected schedule for the therapeutic parenting time? Would it be like one time a week for 1 hour or something different?
Currently, it is about once a week for 1 hour. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything I know you've done a lot of work with this family already, but as it relates to Mr. Dubbie, is there anything else that you would like the court to know, how things are going, or how his children are doing in care?
Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and highlight that the parenting times that have occurred with Mr. Dubbie have gone actually very well. He has home cooked meals, appropriate activities, and both kids are very excited to see their dad.
Wonderful. And I don't know if I can't recall if this is in your report or not, but the trauma assessments have been scheduled, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And there is the referral for the bonding component as part of those assessments, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I know that at some point there might have been some concern about just transportation for the children to their assessments. Has that been addressed with the family?
Yes.
Okay. And trying to think of anything else. Is there anything that you service related that you believe needs to be done right away, like priority wise for Mr. Dubbie?
I know that he did express wanting drug screenings as part of the treatment plan to prove his sobriety.
And have you been able to develop a plan to assist him with that goal?
Yes.
All right. And is there anything else you'd like to report to the court today?
That covers it.
Thank you. Your Honor, I have no further questions and ask the court to admit the court report and enter the proposed case service plan as part of the order today. Thank you.
Objections?
No, Your Honor.
No objections.
All right, thank you. They have received Questions for this witness, Ms. Stang?
Yes, thank you. Were you able to view Mr. Duby's housing then when those supervised visits did occur?
Yes,
Okay, and was the housing appropriate?
yes.
Okay, so are there any concerns then at this point in time for you regarding any of his housing or his ability to maintain that housing?
Not currently.
Okay. Have you had any discussions with Mr. Duby regarding his employment?
Briefly.
Okay. Can you just tell us a little bit about what that conversation entailed?
Yeah, I know that he works at Domino's as a delivery driver.
Okay. Is that something that you requested any additional information or income information from Mr. Duby regarding?
No.
Okay. Is that something that you'll be requiring moving forward?
Yes.
Okay. And then have any drug tests actually been administered yet per Mr. Duby's request?
No.
Okay. What exactly is the plan that you testified to coming up with him for those tests?
Once they're court ordered, we will be able to administer them.
Okay, so you just need a court order to be able to start that?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any specific areas at this point in time, I know it's early on, that you believe Mr. Duby should focus on the most?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, so I know it's very early on, but are there any areas within his case service plan that you believe he should primarily focus on or that you think will take him the longest to ensure he's in compliance with?
I think individual counseling should be the focus.
Okay, and I know he's, it sounds like has an assessment for the therapeutic parenting time, but have any referrals been put in for that individual counseling?
Not at this time.
Okay, is that something that you plan on doing moving forward?
Yes.
Okay, I have nothing further, thank you.
Any questions?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Redirect?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. May I return to your seat? Okay, the court has received, I'll say for the record, the court report as well as the case services plan from our clerk's office. So I do have that, and that is officially part of our file, and obviously it's been received. Any other witnesses, Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Witness testimony today, Ms. Stang?
No, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Howard?
No, Your Honor.
Comments in closing, beginning with Ms. Thomas?
Thank you, Your Honor. We would just ask the court to enter in the initial disposition order with that case service plan as part of the order so that Mr. Duby can start the services that are outlined in there and that the agency would have the authority to make those referrals and pay for the services. It's wonderful to know that the children were excited to see him in parenting time, and I'm hopeful that parenting time can be reinstated sooner. I don't think that the issues with parenting time were necessarily a reflection of Mr. Duby, but rather just a situation as a whole. And so I'm hopeful we'll get more information from trauma assessments and the bonding assessments. And with that, we would just ask the court to set this matter for another 90-day review. Thank you.
Ms. Stang?
We have no objections to the department's request. It appears that Mr. Duby is on track and doing really well even before the disposition even occurred. It sounds like his housing seems to be appropriate at this point in time based on the testimony. He is employed and he is eager to have the drug testing performed to show that he is in compliance with remaining sober. So we have no objections to the request and request the same. Thank you.
Mr. Howard?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't think I said this earlier, but I do think it is in the children's best interest to remain in this placement and move forward with the therapeutic visitation. And then, for me, looking at this case right now, I think, as Ms. Thomas put it, what the move to therapeutic visitation was more on the reaction from the kids, not necessarily what was going on at the visitation. Just making sure that, they were in a good situation to, complete other activities like daycare, school, and being, functional at home. So my primary focus for Mr. Duby would be just engaging with the therapeutic visitation workers with Ms. Renee Moore, and just, learning and doing as much as possible during those sessions to try and help shift back to, a more supervised setting, and, hopefully even less supervised down the line. Thank you.
The court finds all interested parties were given notice for purposes of today's initial disposition. The case services plan does appear to be appropriate and will become part of the court's order moving forward to measure the progress made by Mr. Austin Dubbie and the areas identified as a risk to his children. Services have not yet begun, although it sounds like Mr. Dubbie has begun some of his work on sobriety and has a couple of areas that he has stabilized in, which is great to see. The children do remain at significant risk of harm if returned to his care. And the therapeutic training time also appears to be appropriate at this point. Once we have more recommendations from Ms. Renee Moore, I would expect our caseworker to just follow her recommendations. And I'll put that in the court order so that if there is a recommendation, for example, that Mr. Dubbie expand past therapeutic or additional visits, I'd like you to go ahead and follow those recommendations, if any, made by Ms. Moore. Okay. In the meantime, the children will remain in their placement. That is the safest and least restrictive under the circumstances. Our caseworkers are in compliance with their obligations, as is Mr. Howitt, and thank you to our attorneys as well. I'd like to offer you a review in January of the progress on the case by Mr. Dubbie on the afternoon of January 13th at 2:30. January 13th at 2:30 will be our first regular review, unless I hear that anybody's not available.
That works for me, Your Honor. Thank you.
That works for me as well.
No issues. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, so unless there's any other questions, that's all for today. We'll see you January 13th.